Alright, let's get into it. This is Curtis. I'm going to show off the Calendarsa generator. I'm doing this because Liz has a Mac and she's not able to do this herself. So I'm going to show you how the program works. Alright, I'm going to start off by going in my demo folder and deleting these files that already exist. And I'm going to fire it up. Alright, so basically this is how it works. You enter the name of the club. For this time I'll do, let's see, go club. And for the website, I'll enter http://www.bing.com. And then I'll add the club and the link. It's actually very important that the HTTP is included. I'll name this file today. And I got save completed, and I'll fire it up. So basically, you get the Calendarsa page with a list of the clubs that you added. Since there was only one club in this list, only one club is added. As you see, any link will work, but if you add the link to the calendar, it fits in nice and smooth, which I'll show now. You can also select the club and remove it, and I'll just add some dummy text. Add that, and you can clear it off. And you actually can do ABC, ABC, A, B, U, B, C. You can add that, and you can actually sort clubs, which actually makes it very easy when you have a whole list of clubs that you would like to sort alphabetically. Now I'm going to clear this off. What I'm going to do now is show you something that comes included is the demo. What happens is there's a template already built in each time. And I'm going to fire this up now. I'm going to save this and fire it up. I'll name this one, sure. I'll name it today. Save over the existing one. Now the file that's created is an event file. It's just a regular text file formatted in a certain way to show the list of clubs and the calendars that go along with it. You can actually edit it here, save it, and then open it in it and see the changes. I'll show that after this. Now we have this another index.html file. I'll fire that up right now. Alright, you can see the list is longer than one, so there's more things. And each calendar has its own title. You can see everything. You can see the dates. You can see their agenda if they have one. So, and you can see that each calendar has a different name, indicating that it's a different calendar, which makes sense. So this makes it very easy to distinguish between the clubs on the page. And you can just open them up by either clicking on the link or clicking around it, the area around the link. Alright, now I'm going to show you that you can open up files. Right now I'm going to open up the today.ev, and what we should see is the changes that I added. That small change is just adding some garbage text in front of one of the club's names. And we can see that right here, the second one. We can see that there's a bunch of garbage text, and let's save it out one more time. And just to show that it could be different, let's type in yesterday. The name of the file does not matter. Save complete. Sounds good. So we have our two event files, but there's always one index.html file. This is important. So you can have many index.html files, but if there's already an index.html file in the folder, it will just get saved over each time. But you can see that everything stays the same. The nice thing about it is that even if you close it up and clear it, you can always open up the demo, and that it does not save the changes. It's its own file, and messing with this does not actually mess with the demo. So you can see I'm removing some things, and I'll open it right back up. Bam. You can play around with this. Alright, that's about it. Anything after this is just me displaying a little bit of the code that was used to make this program. But besides that, if you're not interested in seeing any of the code, you can actually just stop right here. Now I made this program in Visual Studio. This is just a Windows form. A few buttons, a few text boxes, list boxes, a few labels, and then I made my own file menu right here. And let's see. And basically the way this worked was, all I did was parse the HTML file that I got from Liz after making a few adjustments to it. And what it does is, let's see, I'll open it up. Oops. Yeah, I can show you the changes right here. Here. So I gutted out all the code that has to do with the calendars, and I put that inside of the code. And what it does is it loops through the list and then adds the appropriate link in the appropriate title to the calendar and continues until it goes through all of them. Everything else is more about user friendliness. The hard mechanics is just simply going through a list and add it to some HTML tags and then add the HTML tags back into the output index.html file. Oh, another thing is that the CSS and the HTML has been combined into one file to make it easy to maintain. Rather than generating an HTML and CSS file, I just had Liz stick the CSS inside the head tag of the HTML, and that way I only had to parse through one file. Since the CSS wasn't going to change, it was okay to keep that in just a style tag apparently. Alright, oh, I guess there is one more thing I could show you real quick. It's not that important, but oh, it's up here now. Alright, what it is this. There's an about that basically tells the person how to use this. Open the file if you wish. Yeah. Alright, and yes, there is some nice checking. Like if someone entered only a club name and added it, there will be an error telling them that they cannot add a club name without calendar. Vice versa, if they do the same thing, there's another error. Nothing gets added. But even if they add, let's see, this, it's valid. So it's important for the person adding to make sure they input the right thing, include the link with the HTTP prefix, and if they need to remove, they can do that. And the sort feature, which is pretty good, does its job. Alright, this is Calendarsa. Thank you for watching my tutorial.